Hello, how's it going? So, I'm kind of feeling a little spiritual today. I'm really trying to mellow myself and just negate all um, negative thoughts and just focus on calming my mind before I go into any major activities for the day. So, I actually decided to listen to a book, and this book is really amazing. This book is really incredible. It's called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. It's by Robin Sharma, who's an absolutely amazing um, author, speaker, um, personal success coach. Um, he's also really helped a lot of Fortune 500 companies just excel and achieve greatness. Um, an amazing guy. Just check out his works. I'm gonna have the link to the book below this video on my blog, and yeah, so let me go into some of the principles, ideas, um, and what the monk who sold his Ferrari is all about. So this story is all about giving up your material, your limited uh, rewards in this life for something much more fulfilling and truly fulfilling your life's purpose. So this story is about a lawyer named Julien who actually really achieved it all. He had an amazing Ferrari, red Ferrari, um, very successful lawyer, making seven figures a year, just absolutely achieved everything. But he wasn't happy. His days just grew longer. He grew more weary, and he just wasn't really having the happiness that he truly, really kind of felt inside that he was supposed to have, and his life was not fulfilled. So what he did is he went to India and decided to sell his Ferrari, sell his house, and other possessions he had, other material possessions he had, and just focus on. And he actually met these yogis in India, and they taught him to really just fulfill his life's purpose. And there's several principles that he learned that really changed his life. Now this story is a fable. It's not a real story, but the principles within this story can be applied to your life and to other people's lives. So I'm going to go through the principles, and I'm actually going to share a funny story. So this video is going to be a little bit long, but there's a lot of principles, a lot of amazing things in this video that will really help you out. So uh, a story that the yogi shared with Julien. This is actually kind of funny, but so picture a garden, a beautiful garden, and in this garden, at the center of the garden, there's a lighthouse, and everything's tranquil. There's a lighthouse in the garden. Everything is tranquil. So out from the lighthouse comes this sumo wrestler, this Japanese sumo wrestler, and and apart from being totally naked, he actually has a pink cable where his private parts would be. He's got a pink cable, and so he actually trips somehow on a stopwatch that's or it's a pocket watch that's sitting in the garden on the garden floor. He trips on that pocket watch, and he falls. He falls on his feet, and so he's laying on the ground, and he gets up and starts walking. And soon enough, he actually sees a path of diamonds leading to an unknown destination. And this path of diamonds, it really just makes him happy. He starts walking along this path of diamonds, beautiful diamonds, and he just is extremely happy going towards some unknown destination. Now, you might think this story's a little strange, but it actually has several truths embedded within it that are really really cool. So I'm actually going to go into. I took some notes here. I'm actually going to go into some of the ideas and philosophies within and principles within this story, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. So the garden itself is a symbol of the mind, and the weeds. There's weeds in the garden. I never said that, but there's weeds in the garden, and these weeds are like all the negative thoughts that are in your mind. So really, you need to focus on every day. This is where personal development comes in. So, um, focus on listening to personal development. Focus on bringing positivity into your mind while listening to personal development, and just focusing on positives every day. So don't let the weeds take over your mind, the negative thoughts take over your mind. Be that still, tranquil, calm garden that has no negativity. It's always positive. And focus on having a tranquil mind. And meditation can help with that. Take control of your thoughts. And there's a really great quote I'm going to go into right now. Again, this video is a little long, so if you don't want to stick around for the rest of this video, that's entirely up to you. But I just think these philosophies and these principles are just so powerful, can really help out anyone looking to create a better life. So this quote is by, I forget who it's by, but it was in the story, and it's just amazing. So here's how it goes. It says, when you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitations, your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, great, and wonderful world. Dormant forces, faculties, and talents become alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person by far than you ever dreamed yourself to be. Now, how powerful is that? Very cool. So I'm going to go into some of the principles or ideas in this book, other principles. So one of the principles is concentration is at the root of mental mastery. You need to focus on what you truly love to do. So focus on what you truly want to have in your life. Focus on that. Really focus on that. Take a couple seconds and think about what you really want to have in your life. And when you focus and concentrate on that, day after day, you will achieve mental mastery in your mind for accomplishing that goal. So there's a technique for mastering your mind. This is a technique for focus and concentration. It's called the heart of the rose. Now this is actually an ancient technique to having mental mastery. And here's how it goes. You just stare at the center of a beautiful rose, which the center of the rose is actually called the heart of the rose. Think only about the rose. So focus on the qualities of the rose, the color, the texture, the beauty of the rose. And negative thoughts will start to come into your mind. It's like those weeds, like I said. Negative thoughts will start to come into your mind. Now what you want to do is just negate those negative thoughts. Just don't even ignore those negative thoughts. Forget about them. Just focus on the rose. And if you do this for a period of 21 days, which is the time it takes for for your neuroplasticity to really strengthen, and for you to have that habit of doing the activity over and over and over again. It becomes a habit in your life, whether you think about it or not. If you do this for 21 days, you will have removed a lot of negativity, and you will be focusing more on the positive every single day rather than the negative. Another thing is called opposition thinking. So this is actually kind of like what I just talked about, but this is when an undesirable thought appears, and you should replace it with a positive one. So, your mind can only hold one thought at a time. So if you focus on replacing that negative thought that pops up in your head with a positive one every single time that it comes up, you only have that positive thought in your mind, because your mind can only hold one thought at a time. So first step in opposition thinking, is to become aware of the thought that's coming into your mind. Become aware that it's in your mind. Step 2 is to concentrate on being cheerful and energetic, and really just having positive mental energy and focusing on something positive to replace that negative thought. Now, there's also a lighthouse in that story. Excuse me. And the lighthouse kind of represents enlightenment. It does represent enlightenment. So enlightenment, really kind of fulfilling your life's purpose, and really using your life's purpose as the lighthouse to move towards your goals. So the marker, the lighthouse that you for your life's purpose. Make it a guiding light in your life for you to move towards your goals and really think about what you want to have. And now the next, actually it's called Dharma. So Dharma in Sanskrit is really your life's purpose, is fulfilling your life's purpose. So whatever that may be. If you're an artist, maybe to be the best artist, or did I say artist, or yeah, okay, artist. So if you're an artist, maybe to be the best artist you could be. You're a painter, maybe to create an incredible masterpiece. If you're an author, to write an amazing book that just really impacts thousands of lives. So that could be your life's purpose. That's fulfilling your life's dharma. So there's actually the next step, the next principle is actually goal setting. So this yogi taught Julien really the power of goal setting. And I mean, you've probably read plenty of books if you're an entrepreneur on goal setting and how it can really help you out. And you know, I've written down goals, and it's very powerful when you actually write out your goals and focus on what you want to have. So there's actually a 5-step method to goal setting that these yogis in this fable, it's a fable, it's not real, but these principles are real. It actually absolutely can be applied to anything. So the 5-step method to goal setting is to form a clear mental picture of the outcome of what you want your life to be. So a clear mental picture of the ideas, the physical possessions, the spiritual qualities, and the kind of person that you want to become. Now, step 2 is to have positive pressure on yourself to achieve those goals. And that's actually requires that you enlist the aid of others. So talk to other people, your family, your friends, your community, about the goals that you want to achieve, and have them accountable to you to achieve those goals and actually, you know, put those steps in action. Step 3 is never set a goal without attaching a timeline to it. So you want to have a timeline for every goal. So even in Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, you know, created the statement of desire, and he says basically to create the amount, or think about the amount of money that you want to have, the amount of income you want to have, and then set a timeline to acquire that income. So never set a goal without attaching a timeline to it. Think about when you want to achieve the goal that you want to achieve. Step 4, actually, and also this is part of step 3. Step 3 is to commit goals and images of goals. Put goals and images. Sorry, let me just take a second. Write down your goals in a book, a journal, and look at them every single day. And also come up with images and put them in that journal. So paste some images, maybe from online or magazines, and put them in that journal and look at them every single day. And it will help you stay focused on what you really want to have. Step 4 is direct all your energy towards those new habits. Well, direct all your energy towards really any new habit that's related to your goals for 21 days. Like I said, the 21-day rule applies to anything. 21 days to mastery. Do something for anything for 21 days. That could even be like drawing for 21 days, and you'll become an incredible artist after that 21 days period. So after 21 days, your neuroplasticity strengthens for that habit, and it just becomes second nature, like I said. So the other principle is called creative envisioning, which is also called the secret of the lake. So in this story, I know I'm diving into a lot in this video, but in this story, in The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, Julien describes how the yogis actually had a technique called the secret of the lake. And they would stare into a tranquil lake and just picture in their mind what they really wanted to have. Just really kind of think about the kind of lifestyle and the kind of person they wanted to become. And they just imagined it becoming true. So in the story, I believe the monks wanted to be more disciplined. So they thought about, you know, being more disciplined, waking up every day and doing the activities, whether they wanted to or not, that were hard, and just doing these activities to be more disciplined every single day, waking up and doing these activities. They dreamed, they imagined in their mind, envisioned in your mind, creatively envisioned in their mind who they wanted to become. And so this technique is called the secret of the lake. So really, just there's a way you can do this. Just close your eyes. You can do this every day, whether you have a lake in front of you or not. So I guess it works really well if you're looking at a tranquil lake. But close your eyes and just meditate. Take deep breaths. Go. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and close your eyes and visualize all you want to be. Visualize the kind of person you want to become, the kind of future you want to have, the kind of possessions you want to have, the kind of income you want to have. Again, this relates to goals. Really, and when you direct your mind to live in the present, you will always have balanced energy. So focus every day. This is another principle. Focus every day on what you have and who you are. And don't focus so much on having results and achieving something to the point where it stresses you out. You need to focus on what you have. Be grateful for what you have right now. It's good to focus on what you want, but don't do it so much that it just really kind of takes away all your energy. So I hope you enjoyed all these different principles, all these ideas from The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. I'm actually not even done the audiobook. It's a 2-hour long audiobook, but these are a lot of the principles from the book. Now, to grab the book yourself, you can actually click the link below this video. There's a link to grab the book on Amazon. Again, it's by Sharma. Really check out all his stuff. It's an amazing, amazing guy. And, yep, this is Mike Alcoviva signing off. Until the next video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment below. It'd be really appreciative. Whether you're on my blog, YouTube channel, Facebook, really appreciative. So, have a great day.